Toxic, a word used very often today by people to describe some of their relationships. Toxic means poisonous. It also means a very unpleasant and dangerous way of interacting, which can become all-pervasive. Well, there are many reasons why people are toxic. Someone wrote in and very specifically asked, Barkha, could you help me deal with toxic people who seem to be encompassing my life? So, there are sometimes places where you and I are forced to be with spouses, children, family members, certain bosses, friends, etc., who we really can't escape from. And we often become trapped in these kind of relationships. But what do we do? So, today in the episode of How To, I talk about how to manage ourselves around toxic people. Here goes. 1. First, see a toxic person as a very disturbed individual. Yes, underscore in your mind, label him or her as severely disturbed. Why do I say that? Rarely would a person who is content, at ease and comfortable in their own skin and where they are in life be mean and hateful and spiteful. Toxicity usually comes to those who are extremely distressed, self-hating, self-loathing, very, very unhappy with their condition of life and with where they are. They're pretty much miserable people. So when you underscore in your head that the toxic person is a very disturbed one, your disgust for them begins to change to pity. The way you view them now begins to alter. That does not mean, therefore, that just because now you see them as disturbed and you start experiencing pity for them, that your behavior towards them necessarily has to change. But it helps you do another thing, which is point 2. It helps you to stop personalizing. Do not take personally what these kind of people do. They are pretty much, as the definition says, very unpleasant in all pervasive ways, not only to you. Usually, they find it hard to get along with most people. Every situation and pretty much everyone becomes someone that they have to spit their venom on. So that means you are not necessarily being singled out. Remember, it is across the board. Misery loves company. And these people, being the miserable creatures that they are, usually spare no one. So number 1, underscore in your head that they disturb. Number 2, do not personalize it. Now comes point 3, which is actually very important in managing relationships with the toxic. Become like a grey rock. What does that mean? Emotionally disengage. Distance yourself if you can as much as possible. Do not interact if you can help it. And if sometimes you're trapped and you have to interact, make the interaction minimal, singular worded, monosyllabic, and unemotional. Remember, the toxic person loves drama, and he or she will keep pulling you into drama. And when you become like that grey rock, you have to imagine that you resemble a rock, unmoved, untriggered, unprovoked. Then they begin to lose the fuel that they usually drew from you. So, disengage, detach, become as monosyllabic, unemotional, and as distant as possible from them. When the person begins to see that his or her words and actions are having little or no effect on you, they hopefully find another target. I hope this helps. Please keep writing to me at barkha@barkhatulani.com. Tune in every Friday and, of course, like and share my video. Thank you.